Well, if I'm re-elected, the first thing I'm going to do is reintroduce my housing bill. We have come so far for a national housing program. We got through 2 votes in the House. It was only the election that stopped us, so I am adamant and determined that I'm going to get back in there and fight for a national housing program, because it's what I hear everywhere in Vancouver that we need to have, as well as across the country. And the other thing I want to do is really press for democratic reform. I want to see us have proportional representation. We had a motion in the House a few weeks ago. It failed, but I think that's one of the issues in this campaign is proportional representation. So the way people are voting is actually reflected in the House. So there's a couple of things. There's many issues, but representing East Van is a great honor, and I hope to do it again.
And will you be doing campaigning in other parts of the country as well?
I'm not sure about other parts of the country, but probably in other ridings in BC. That's apparently, there's some suggestion that that's being lined up, but my focus is always here in East Van. But if I'm asked to go somewhere else to help out some of our other candidates, I'll certainly be doing that, and trying to get as many new Democrats, because the battleground here in BC is really between the Conservatives and the NDP, and I really feel it might come down to BC on election night of stopping the Conservative majority. So I think we've got a really good shot at electing great new Democrats from BC and having a very strong progressive voice and pushing back on that terrible Conservative agenda that's been unfolding that people don't want to see in this country.
And what effect is the HST going to have in British Columbia?
Well, everywhere I go, if I don't raise it, people do. People don't forget. We've got the referendum coming up, and I want everyone in BC to know that it was only the NDP members of Parliament who stood up and fought tooth and nail against the HST and tried to stop Stephen Harper from ramming it through Parliament with the help of the Liberals, and of course then allowing Gordon Campbell to do the same thing here. So it's been a real process of democracy, grassroots democracy, of how people have felt about that. So I want people to remember who stood up for them on that whole question of the HST in Parliament.